Welcome to the Theme Development Series. In this video, I'm going to show you the basics of creating and setting up a theme and show you the anatomy of the theme structure. With that said, let's get started and first create our theme. And because the theme is an add-on just like all the other add-ons in Pyro, you can use the make add-on command to create one for you. So let's go ahead and do that now. PHP artisan make add-on. We're going to use our vendor slug. In this case, mine is anomaly. And the type of add-on we want to create is a theme, and the slug for it, let's just call this one demo. Alright, and if we take a look at our add-ons directory, you'll see that it created our demo theme for us with a resources folder, a source directory with the theme class and the theme service provider in there, as well as a composer.json file, just like it normally would for any other add-on that we create. The demo theme is the theme class, and one thing I do want to note here, if you're trying to create if you want to create an admin theme for the control panel, all you need to do is designate this as an admin theme, just like this. Admin equals true, and that's about it. So that's mainly what this particular class is for. Other than that, we can just ignore it. The service provider is just like any other add-on service provider, and if you're making very robust, configurable, highly dynamic themes that you might be redistributing or reusing over and over and over again, you might start getting into using the theme service provider. But for now, I'm just going to delete it. We won't need it. And the composer.json file, just like any other, you can just leave this as is. All this is going to do is load our class basically so that we can tell the system what kind of theme we have and a little bit more about it. So hopping over to the resources directory, this is where the vast majority of your theme work is going to go. We have our obvious views, lang files, and configuration directory in here. But what you're going to end up doing is, aside from creating views and layouts, you're going to be taking all of your assets like CSS or SAS files, images, JavaScript, and things like that. They're all going to go in the resources directory. The asset and image services that we'll use primarily to manage our assets and render them for our theme, and manage and render theme images and display images in general, those all have mapping to this resources directory so that you can reference files inside of it. So the first and really the only thing that a theme must have outside of the normal add-on requirements is a default layout. So let's go ahead and create that now, just to kind of get an idea of where it goes, and we can start incrementally building on top of this. Let's create this should be a layouts directory. Layouts are like the outermost structure of your themes. So if you think about the content being at the heart of your theme, the very inner, and while it can branch out, I'm just trying to use a simple example. The content would be in the middle, and then you've got usually like a page layout or a post layout, sometimes no layout. You can use your own themes or your own views, for example, that don't use pages or posts module and just use as a layout with content inside of it. You'll have the layout wrap the content that is being served by Pyro. So this is the outermost structure, and by default all we need is a default one. So let's go ahead and make this, and we'll just go into our control panel here and switch over our theme. And to do that, we go to settings. Down here for our public theme, let's change it to demo and save. You know what? I've got some other stuff that I need to fill out real quick. My server email, go ahead and use that. And I think it's complaining about some auto-populated stuff up here. Okay, now let's view the site. We should just have hi. Okay, so there's nothing going on here just yet. We're at the very bare bones basics of what's going on. But what we've done is we've created an add-on. We've created a minimal default.twig layout, and we're ready to start building up our theme. Usually, for example, what I tend to do is I'll take a blueprint theme that I have sitting aside, and I'll start copying stuff in, just so I can have a, I use Bootstrap 4. I just copy all this stuff in, and I have a good boilerplate of how, of where to start. It's like a foundation of where to start. I've got a lot of stuff pre-set up for me, and that's available on GitHub right now. Anomaly Labs Bootstrap 4 theme. This is open source. Feel free to use it. I update it, a couple times a month maybe, but for the sake of this video, what I'm going to show you is, this video series, what I'm going to show you is how to incrementally build up this theme and kind of show you how these different parts work. So for now, we'll leave it at that, and then in the next video, we'll dig into how to start building up parts of your layouts and incorporating content from the CMS.